Late as usual. Happy Friday, guys. I am so tired. I fell asleep on the couch. I'm that tired. I was getting everything ready and I fell asleep for like 10 minutes. Hey, Viggy Cat. Kestrel, speaking of cats, I'm very sorry to hear about your cat. I kind of want to know more about this. It sounds horrible. I'm glad that you're a vet tech. You probably really know what you're doing, but that makes me very sad for you. And I'm sorry. Hey, Pat Jonas. Hey, Lacey Silver. Hey, Mods. Thanks for being here. Hey, Wanda. Wanda's tired too. That's okay, Dark Roast. I'm just happy to see you. And I heard our names are switched back. Oh my God, they are. Sweet Lord. Thank you, Lord. Xenu and the Body Thetans. Diana H. Your name was D, but we still like you as Diana H. The names are back. Oh, this is the best news. This is so great. I'm just scrolling past names without saying hi. Hey, Donna Cooper. Hey, Joanne Hawley. Nicola, David Moreno, Spooky Monster Dawn, Squirrel Girl, Nicola. Wow. Kestrel, I'm happy to see your name back. You know, I understand that for sure, Kestrel, and I really am sorry. That's horrible. DNV, West Coast Fancy, Nancy, Megan Roberts. Hey, Rain. Rain is tired too. It's the end of the week. We're tired. That's what happens when you get old. You used to look forward to the end of the week. You're like, woo, it's Friday. Now it's like, oh, it's Friday and I'm going to sleep. Just as I am, your name is back, even though I memorized your picture. Jan is here. Alana, I'm happy to see you, babe. Hey, Patty, Sophia. Yes, Rain, I haven't shown it yet. I wasn't here yesterday. Hey, Lori Helker, Buffy Summers, Angel K, Angie Moe. Yes. Marie Marion. Hold on, guys. I'll show you. I'm excited about the names. Give me a sec. Baby Lily Pad, Lori Lee, Wisconsin Barb. Oh, this makes me so happy. MLG Gamer. I just got used to the new names. I was like, forget it. Obviously, it's just the way it is. Hey, Libby Jackson, my lawyer friend and niece. Me too. I haven't shown it yet, but I'm happy to see you. Hey, Renee B, Irish Mart, Lady O. Oh, Nancy Jane, Anna Banana, Katie Fulton. This is so wonderful. Lisa Vining is here. Armine. Angie Moe is exhausted. I'm so tired. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Finally, you're back. Wendy K. Squirrel Girl. Oh, this is fantastic. Pamela's here. Grandma Sunshine Dragon. Gemini Girl. Just call me Dawn. Okay, we'll do it. Sorry. I kind of go back and forth on that. I teeter. I call you Dawn most of the time, I think. Allie Harvey, Alabama Rose. This is so nice. Oh, you're in the Facebook group. I love that, Dark Roast. Oh, this is JoJo's here. This is so nice. Baby steps. Okay. I didn't switch it back, Lacey Silver. YouTube finally did. Hey, Anna Pikachu Hunter. Gosh, this is fantastic. So that tattoo took almost 9 hours. It was like 8 hours and 40 minutes straight. I peed twice, but outside of that, it was straight. Hey, Heather. Stella, welcome back, and I'm happy to see your name. Aline, welcome in, babe. It nearly killed me. It nearly killed me. Like, one person did pass out while I was there. There was a person getting their entire back done and they passed out. Like, it nearly, and this person was covered in tats. Like, I'm a weakling. It was awful. Like, by the 6th hour, he was like, do you want to just schedule this again for another session? And I was like, I really don't, because this is horrific. It was so painful. It was so painful. I mean, I'm just going to call it 9 hours. It was like 8 hours and close to 45 minutes. Hey, Island Hippie Girl. And it was so awful. Now, I woke up this morning. I slept in the wrapping because he told me to. I really didn't like it. I got to be honest. I'm not sold on it. I love the fox. He added a little bit to the fox. He added some hair to it to kind of fill it out. I don't love this floral section. I'm going to have to get used to it. There's a lot of things. I love his work. He did a great job. It's not that I don't love his work. The guy did a fantastic job. Hey, Wendy R. It's just I don't love it. I'll have to get used to it. But I don't love it. So it's okay if you don't love it too. I will say this though. I spoke with a friend this morning, and this friend said to me, "Hey, Vicky, this friend convinced me to love it, and here's why." It's the title of this video. Wow, Angel. Hey, Christine Campbell. It's the message behind it that I love about this tattoo. Hey, Linda Perales. I love. Oh, they usually don't go that long because your skin will become too raw to absorb the color correctly. By the 8th hour, my skin was so raw. There was so much blood. And I did cool. He even said to me at the very end, he goes, "You didn't make a sound." He said, "You didn't peep." He goes, "You were a trooper." He said, "You didn't do anything." And I said, "What am I supposed to do?" He goes, "Didn't you hear that lady screaming the whole time?" And I said, "No, I checked out." He said, "There was a lady like literally like yelling in the other room." And I said, "Dude, I didn't hear a thing. The drill is loud, but I was trying to disassociate." At one point, thank you, Renee B. Hey, Iwa, at one point, I was hearing my dad's voice intentionally. Like I was trying to toughen up. No joke. At one point, I was like hearing my father go, "Get your TRs in. Get your TR." I was like, "Come on, Gene, don't fail me now." I was like, "Where's the Scientologist? Beat me up. Come on, I can take it." Hey, Hope Between the Dreams. And then I gave in and I gave in. And at one point, like by the 8th hour, I was like in apathy. I gave up. He was just drilling on my arm and I was squeezing my temples so hard and my teeth were like wearing down. I was gritting them and I was like, "This hurts so bad." And then I finally said, "Wendy, thank you. I got this at TJ Maxx for $20. This looks expensive with the little gold pieces on it." And when I bought it, Patty said that. She goes, "I bought it too." And I said, "I don't blame you, girl. This thing looks expensive. Look at that." That's okay, Tricks. You guys have fun. I was bull baiting myself. Yeah, I actually, yeah, Sophia says some people fall asleep during tattoos. We were talking about that and we were like, it's pretty dumb. Like, I don't know. Some people say that they do that. There was a guy in there that was like, "I like to sleep during my tattoos." I've heard people say it, but even my artist who's like head to toe tattooed, he was like, it drives me nuts when people are, he goes, "Nothing makes me crazier than when I start tattooing and they go, 'Oh, have you even started? I don't even feel it.'" He goes, "Come on." He was like, "Tattoos hurt. They hurt. Like, don't try to say, like, I don't even feel them. Like, they hurt." But I mean, some people may have different bodies to where they really feel nothing. I don't know. Uh, I really checked out though. At the end, I was like, "I can't believe I'm doing this." And it almost cured me from getting another tattoo. I thought I'm never going to get another tattoo. And I told him, I said, "Dude, hey, Laureen," I said, "I have like 9 tattoos. This is the worst tattoo I've ever had. Like, this is the most pain. I've had my foot tattooed. That hurt. Like, this took, I don't know, 5 hours. Didn't hurt. Not that bad. Not like to the point where it was that bad. By the ninth, getting toward the ninth hour, I was like, I'm regretting everything I've ever done. I was like, I can't remember a time before this and I regret everything. I'm sorry. I was like, I'm sorry. By the ninth hour, I was like, "Okay, I'll talk. What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just stop." Yeah, it's all done, Aline, because I just made him finish. Yeah. So I'll show it to you guys. Again, I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about it, but that's okay because it has to be. There's nothing we can do about that. Sorry, Bo. There's stuff on it, so it's shiny. Might be easier to just show you the picture of it that he took. So this is not what I had pictured in my mind at all. And I think that's why I don't like it. It's not at all. When he showed it to me yesterday, I was like, that isn't at all what I had in mind. And he was like, "What did you have in mind?" And I said, "I had in mind the picture I showed you." And he said, "If I put the picture you showed me on here," he said, "it would look bizarre." He said, "It would look really weird with the fox." He said, "It would look like too much space in between everything. He said, "You have to fill up the space." And I was like, "I don't like it." He was mad at me. I was like, "I don't like it. I don't want that. I don't like it." But I did it anyway because I felt pressured. I love the strawberries and the bee. He's cute. See those little dots? I think that's really cute. We filled in the fox. Do you notice how the word outshine is now balanced out? Um, is now balanced out with the hair. Remember last time? Do you remember how it like drifted off and it wasn't fully straight? I feel like he kind of fixed that. He said he added to the fox a little bit. The butterfly is blue and purple, which I really liked. I like the butterfly. I like the little dots that he drew up at the top with the 444. I think that looks cool. Hey, Charisse. Hey, Verbo Boss. I don't know about the colors of the flowers. I don't know that I love that. I don't even like sunflowers, so I'm not sure why I have a giant sunflower. 444, Christine, means angels. Angels are protecting you and all around you. Yes, Rachel, that's a good idea. I love, again, the strawberries. I love the bee. He did a fantastic job. I mean, I can't complain about his work. He did a great job. You got some tulips in there. I agree, Jojo. The positioning of the letter looks cool. The lettering. Yeah, Rain Virus is right. I love the fox. He did his eye. We did the eye was the last thing he did. He goes, "I don't think we should color in the eye." He said, "I don't think you should. I don't think it's going to look good. It's not going to look right." And he goes, "I think you should just leave everything black and white over there. You got the butterfly." And I said, "No, dude. I'm gonna have to argue with you on that one." I wanted his eye done. And it's just, I said, just do it super light. So it's like a green, almost like a gold, but I'm sure that will change. The eye bled really, really bad for some reason. But I love the fox. Here's what I don't like. I feel like you can't even see the fox. Like this is so bam, like it's so big over here that the fox, I wish the fox went back further. Like I wish the fox filled out my arm a little bit more, but I do love that fox. I'll have to get used to it. That's all. I'll just have to get used to it. But it's not anything he did wrong. I'll tell you, the guy did a great job. What was fascinating about him, he's just a kid. Hey, Linda. And when you sit with someone for almost 9 hours, thanks, Biggie Cat. Thanks, Alana. When you sit with someone for almost 9 hours, you chat it up, right? And he said, he goes, I wasn't even going to, hey, Brian Bolin. He said, I wasn't even going to be a tattoo artist. He said, I just worked here I got a job here to be the receptionist. And I said, what? He said, yeah, I wasn't even, yeah. And I said, wow, you're a pretty gifted kid. So the original picture, yeah, I can show you the original photo. Let's see, might be easier to pull it up this way. Of course, it wouldn't be easier to pull it up that way. Why would it be? Here's the original photo. Hey, Katie. Thank you, babe. Here's the original photo of the picture of the flowers. I thought it was going to look like that. I liked those strawberries. I was thinking that when I walked in. So when he showed me that, I was like, how did you get that for that? And he said, because, and I'm going to, the reason I went with it is because he does this for a living. I don't. So he was like, if you just draw like a random strawberry and like throw a flower next to it, he was like, that's not going to look right. It's going to look, he said, it's going to look very unbalanced. If you just did that sherbet with the fox, I can see why he did it the way he did it. Yeah. Yeah. And Oh, it's way brighter. And I told him, I was like, I want bright, dude, bright colors. I don't know. I can't answer for that. I don't know. Here's the original photo of the tattoo that I wanted. I don't like those flowers. So we swapped out those flowers for the other flowers. Now, see those two bars? I like the lines with the dots a lot. Do you see that? We didn't really get that. And so he drew the lines, but as you can see, he drew them underneath the flowers. Hey, old Charlie. God, I'm glad your name is back. I don't know why we put those there. You can't see them. So to me, it looks like a cover up. Why are there bars underneath the flowers? What's the point of that? Not to mention that took like 2 hours alone and it hurt so bad. Those lines hurt so bad and I don't understand why they're there. I get this one that separates the whole thing half and half. Hey, Leslie Mosley, I know this isn't interesting to you guys. I'm sorry. I just wanted to chat about it for a minute. Yeah, Wendy, I'm like, I didn't really understand that that was going to be there. Had I known that was going to be there, obviously I would have said we don't need that line. What is the point of this line? Why? I understand on the picture I originally showed because it separated everything. This just is behind the flowers. So I'm like, what was the point of that? Now it's just a bunch of black. Yeah, Julie, it hurts so bad. Like it hurt so bad. Hey, Marissa Martin. I'll show you. He took photos of it when we were done last night, and it might be easier to show you that because it's more kind of you can. Hey, Kim Way. Hey, Joel Sachs. So that's it. That was right when we got done last night. Bethany says it's better than the pic. Marissa Martin, I'm not sure. Hope between the dreams. I am so glad you don't have a headache today. That's fantastic news. That's exactly it. That was it last night. I mean, it's interesting and it's cool, right? It's just different. And if you see what I mean, do you see the whole floral section is way bigger and louder than the fox? I wish the fox was a little bit bigger. I just wish they were a little bit more balanced out. Hey, Barbara, wait. A lot of you really like it. Jojo says she really likes it. We have to like it or we don't, but it's just stuck there either way. Is the second black line the stem from the sunflower? No, it's just a black line. Now, I was again talking to a friend this morning and the friend was like, I absolutely love it. That black line, my friend said, had to be there. Those lines have to be there because she said, if you, thanks, old Charlie, if you, how did she put it? Something about you can't take like a black and white and then just shove color next to it. It looks weird. Thank you, Robin Miner. She said you have to kind of like integrate it in. And so, like, even those black lines integrated it. Thank you, Stella. It's very unique and I don't hate it. I'm just like, that's not what I had in my head at all. And I really don't, yeah, I wish the fox was more overpowering. Yeah, I do think he did beautiful work though. Like no shame on the dude's work. He did an excellent job. He went balls to the wall. I mean, the guy really did good work. I would go back to him in a heartbeat. And yeah, he has a great eye. This was his vision. I mean, you're working with an artist. It's their art. It's not, this makes me think this kind of makes me think like if you went into a salon with a picture of I don't care, some really hot bombshell of an actress and you go, here, this is what I want to look like. Okay, well, you don't have the same hair texture. That person has had a ton of work done. Like, it's not going to be what you expected it to be. It's not a matter of like, okay, yeah, I'll just slap that on your arm. He took it and made it his vision, and I think he did a great job at that. I do wish the fox was a little bit more overpowering, but again, I love the butterfly. I think is really cool. I love how he colored in his eye. He added more shading to the fox and like more hair and detail. um Ghost Rider, I agree with that. So anyway, guys, yeah, Wendy R. I exactly, Rain. You too, Sherry Taylor. So anyway, I will get used to it. I Yeah, Renee B. We'll just see. We'll see in a couple weeks once it's healed. It's been like seeping all day. It really, really bled a lot. And it was incredibly painful, but I love the little bee and I love the strawberries. And I think that'll be cute. I don't wear sleeveless all the time. I do when it's warm, but I think it'll even be cute with like a short sleeve and just see like the strawberries. Um yeah, Marissa Martin, it's too late to change it. She says obviously, but maybe if the fox and the flowers were flipped. I asked him to put the fox on the side when we initially started. And he said, where are you going to put the outshine? It will be hard to put the outshine with this here, Fred's words. So he put the fox on that side. Can you do a close up of the strawberry and the bee here? I'll just show you. That's it from last night, which is so cute. I love the bees and I love the strawberry. I love the strawberries and I love the bee is what I'm trying to say. I agree with this so much. I think you're unhappy because you had an idea in your head and it's not that, but it will be better when it heals. I agree. I totally agree. Yes. Yeah, Rain. I do love the bee and the strawberries. Thank you, Sherry Taylor. I almost like the outside of the fox and the back as a symbolic. Okay, so that's actually what I wanted to talk about tonight. Not necessarily my tattoo. It's not that important. But I know you guys wanted to see it. My arm hurts so bad, but I don't care ever because nothing is like the pain that I felt yesterday. Nothing. It was some of the I couldn't believe how much I was sitting there, like, I was like, "I can't believe" I was just in my head talking to myself, and I was like, "I can't believe I'm in this much pain." I was fine up until, like, 6 hours. I was actually like, "This sucks. This sucks," but I knew it was gonna suck. But then, like, the 7th, 8th, almost 9th hour, I was like, "I don't know if I can do this." I actually, like, feel like I'm gonna have to tap out. I don't know if I can handle it anymore. It's so bad. The skin was so bloody and raw, and he was just, like, going over it, and every once in a while, I'd glance over and watch and all the blood, and I was like, "I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm an idiot. Like, what was I thinking?" And I'm really tired today because of it, I think. But, like I say, nothing is as bad as, what that was for me. It was horrible. So again, here's the original, which is really cool. I don't like those flowers, but that's the original, which is pretty damn close. That guy did a really close copy of that fox. What pain was worse, your tattoo or when you were ill recently? It's hard to describe because when I was ill recently, that was nonstop, Stella. But the tattoo, he'd go zzz, stop and like dip his thing and then he'd start again. Every time he stopped, the pain stopped. It only hurt when he was doing it. The second he lifted the needle off of me, the pain went away. You know what it reminded me of toward the end? I was thinking crazy thoughts. I hadn't eaten either. I didn't eat. I ate a piece of cheese before I left, and I thought, I don't need to eat like a meal because I'll be home in like 4 or 5 hours. I thought, remember what the day before I told you guys? I was like, it might be like a 6 o'clock stream. I was thinking it was going to be 4 to 5 hours, like the first tattoo. So I did not think this is going to be 9 hours. I was not thinking that way at all. So by like the ninth hour, I was starving. I was starting to feel really, really sick and like shaky and weak. And I was like, this is awful. This is so bad. All I could think about was like, I got to eat something. I feel like I'm going to pass out. Um, but you know what I started to notice toward the 8th hour? The second he would touch the needle and it was like, zzz, It felt like I haven't done it, but I imagine that it felt like if you were being electrocuted. That's what it felt like being tased, like it was like burning, it was like being cauterized, but like zapping. And I thought, oh my God. And then I thought, I said to him, I go, I bet this is worse than if you were to cut yourself and get stitches with no Novocaine, like no anesthesia at all. And he said, oh God, yeah. He said, this would be way worse. Um, oh, thanks, Rain. Those are my TJ Maxx rings. So remember that ring I got the other day at TJ's and I said, I like it, but it'll be cute stacked. Look what I did. I stacked it in between those. I thought that was kind of fun. Um, oh yeah, Wendy, I was fine. That's right when I got home. I hopped into his stream and said hi. But it really was. It was I was not such a baby until the very end. I thought this is really bad. Like I was thinking when I came in, I was going to talk to him about that Bible verse I want to get right here. By the time we were done, I was like, I'm never going to get that Bible verse because this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. But then I came to my senses after I ate something and got some sleep. And I thought, of course I can get that Bible verse. That'll probably take an hour, right? That's nothing. Like I was fine the first 6 hours. I was fine. And then I got to 7, 8, 9, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. This is horrible. Like, it's horrible. I could handle an hour or two up here. It's not that bad. And it was just going to be writing anyway. I don't know. I think I just started to feel crazy. Um, I have no basis of the pain level. I know it rises. I know it varies. Yeah. And all this, but my nightmare, I can't do a singular needle without it's not that bad. I know, Heather, I heard that you said that. That's incredible. Um, That ring looks like red dice in between the checker rings. Thank you, Wendy. I thought that was cool to put that in between. They fit perfectly. Um, it was super expensive. I mean, so here's the thing. He gave me a quote, which you guys helped me pay for this for my birthday. And my friend Leslie helped me pay for it. Leslie sent me Venmo money for it and was like, I want to give you a birthday gift. So she helped me with this. But he gave me a quote originally. And last night when I finished it, he said, "You got a hell of a deal on that." He said, if I didn't know, he didn't know that was going to take 9 hours. He said it too. He goes, I had no idea that that was going to take 9 hours last night. And I said, me either. We were both so tired. And he said, you got a hell of a deal on that. He said, I'm going to honor the quote, but he said that should have been hundreds more than what I charged for this. And I was like, thank you. Sorry. I didn't know either. I mean, that's probably part of being a tattoo artist. I don't know. How much was it? It was $700. It was $700. And I'm not going to tell you, but my friend Leslie covered most of that for my birthday. If she's in here, thank you again, Leslie. I didn't know she was going to do that when I first got the Fox done. I went in there and I checked my email when I was sitting there and she sent me most of that 700 and said, I want to give you this for your birthday. And I said, holy shit. So it's not something I would have been able to just go buy. But you guys from my birthday stream sent me some money for it. But he goes, that would have been hundreds and hundreds of dollars more than that. I said, okay, well, thank you. Hey, Jessamine. Sort of JoJo, but it felt more like that to me last night. It felt more like you were going in and like cutting the skin open. Yeah, her name in the chat is Leslie, but she's a good friend of mine. Oh, Marilyn, thanks. I got my butterfly tat with sunflowers touched up last week. I'd kill for those bright colors. I didn't think it was bright enough. I'm actually a little sad about it. I don't feel like it's bright enough. I'm like, that blue could be brighter. That pink sucks. Like it fades in with my skin. That purple flower, you can't even hardly see it. You pay for quality. That's true. You pay for quality. And tattoos aren't cheap, guys. Like tattoos are not cheap. They're not, it's an investment. You got to save for that or charge it on a credit card. But tattoos are not cheap. No way. I bet you do, Third Eye. I thought about that. Yeah, Wendy R, that's expensive. It's probably cheaper This would have probably cost a lot more if I would have done it in Nashville. I thought about looking at artists in Nashville, and we actually talked about that yesterday. And he said there's some amazing artists in Nashville, but you'd be paying double. I mean, it really depends on probably where you go. Um, Thanks, Chris H. But they're not cheap. And why should they be? You know, you got an artist that's drawing that up, spending his time, and then spending all that time doing it. And I don't mind paying for quality. If you have the money, I highly recommend it. I love a tattoo. But it's multiple days of work for an artist. 700 seems reasonable for the size. Yeah. Yeah. The whole thing was 700. That's good. Both my bigger tats were 800 and 850, not as wide as your tattoo. Exactly. Yeah. No, tattoos are expensive, especially. I mean, I wouldn't call this a half sleeve because I still have all of my arm, but it's still a large piece. I would look at this and probably guess it to be closer to 1,000 for sure, but just because of all the time it took. But 700, I think, is fair. And again, I mean, it was a birthday gift. It's not something I did lightly. And also, I've been talking about this for what? Over a year. I mean, so it's not something I was like woke up one day and was like, I'm going to go get a tattoo. Like I've really put thought into this. Yeah, Charisse, I wish it was brighter. But at the same time, I think it would look weird. He said that to me. He goes, it's going to look weird to have like this dark and then just like crazy circus bright. I think it's balanced. I think I'll get over it. Yeah, Buffy's were 2 and 300. That is easily over 1,000, said Rain Virus. Art for a lifetime. Yeah, it's not $700 is not something I would normally just go drop. I put a lot of thought into it. I saved myself for it. And then you guys, some of you sent me money specifically for it on my birthday stream. Thank you, Alicia. And I used it for that. And then Leslie, the day I went to do it, I heard that, Jan. Yeah, Tommy told me there was a major earthquake today in Ecuador. But he also told me that they get earthquakes all the time there. It's not uncommon to get them. So I'm glad that he's safe. I'm glad he's okay. Yeah, Heather, they're not cheap. I mean, I have no interest. The girl that got sick and passed out there yesterday, her entire body was tattooed. I think that's amazing. I think it's beautiful. It's art. But it's not something I will ever do. Like I won't be getting much more than this. This will be the biggest one I'll ever have. So thank you, Buffy. Anyway, guys, the point is I want to discuss something because it really made me consider something. Thank you, Wendy. And I didn't mean to take up all that time talking about it, but I want to talk about, Chris H, I'm glad that you're here and you made it, babe. Yeah, here's the thing. I know a lot of people right now. I'm surprised I even admitted to that because I can't say I bought. Hey, Linda, how many hours did it take altogether? 14 hours. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. I can't come on this stream and be like, hey, look at my new top. I got a new pair of socks without people being like, oh, she's a grifter. Oh, she spends money. Like, I'm surprised I even admitted to what I paid for it. But it was a birthday gift to me, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm kind of doing this new thing where I'm like, I think I'm just going to live my life and not worry about what other people think or say. You get what you pay for. And I got beautiful artistry, and it was a gift to me for my 41st birthday, and it meant something huge. And that's what I want to talk about. I got bread at the farmer's market. I did, Marissa Martin, and I didn't even get to eat it. The damn dog ate it. So not only am I a rich bitch getting bread at the farmer's market, I have this rich ass poodle that ate the bread. So fight me, right? Just stay in your lane. Who cares? Exactly, Wendy. I don't have to explain myself. I'm kind of learning that lately. Like, I don't have to explain myself. Simple as that. Like, you live your life. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to purchase or pay for whatever I want. I'm going to rack up all the debt that I have and choose to do that. Right. Like it's a simple equation to follow. I'm going to do what I do, and you can feel free to judge, but I'm not into judging either. Right. Control your own narrative. That's right, old Charlie. Take your fucking power back. Excuse my language, but it is a Friday night. Take your effing power back. Who cares what anybody thinks? Who cares what people are judging, right? Yes, West Coast Fancy Nancy, but it really is so mote it be, Alicia. Take your power back. Like, I get these weird, hey, Lilac Lime. Thank you, Lilac Lime. I'm really glad we didn't do an orange butterfly. I love that purple. Purpley blue, actually. So I love that. Linda Perales says, it's my life. I do what I want. I agree with that, Wendy R. But here's the beautiful thing. The fox came to me in a dream, Marissa Martin. The fox came to me in a dream. This was what, didn't I live in Kansas City when this happened? I swear I did. Exactly, Verbo. I feel like I was in my Kansas City basement when I was talking about this. I had a dream that I was in a leather tattoo chair. Hey, DS Kitty Diane, getting tattooed. And it was a fox and it had the word outshine. And Fred popped in. Fred was there. That's all that happened that I recall in the stream. I didn't have all the flowers and all that, but it was a fox with the word outshine. So let's go back to that. I want to talk about the message behind it because it ties in with what I just said. I was in Casey. Thank you, Angie Mo. I swear I was, and I knew somebody would remember with me. Thanks, Rain. So this was a while ago. You know, my mom was like, you sure you want to do this? It's permanent. I was like, yes, mom. And I would expect you to say that as a mom. No, nothing wrong with that. But I said to her, I go, every tattoo I've ever gotten, except for when I was 19 and tattooed my foot, and I got these stupid cherries on my back that I forget are even there. But every time I get a tattoo, even these, she goes, you're not going to regret it, are you? I said, I'll never regret Fred's name on me. No, I'll never regret what Fred said to me. These mean things to me, right? But I always think it through before I do a tattoo. I always do. Now, look at where it got me. I thought it through, and I don't really entirely love this, but I'm sure I eventually will. And that's what I want to go into. Thank you, Wendy R. Says, I'm glad you made your dream a reality. It had to be done. Yes, Nicola, it had to be done. So that's why I don't mind admitting what I spent on this, because it was my dream with Fred, and it was for my birthday. This was a gift to me for my birthday, and a lot of you gave me money toward it. A lot of you did. And I just want to say thank you to every one of you. You even just for super chatting me alone. You guys are amazing for doing that. But for people who cared and said, here, let me help you toward that, that was really kind, because it's the message. So when I was talking to my friend this morning, yes, Linda Perales. Yes. Yes, Wendy. This doesn't, I don't care if I really even hated this. It's what it means. I want to break down, yeah, Aline, I want to break down what it means a little bit. So, TWK, I have jury duty. What duty? What do I wear? I'm a woman. Well, it depends on the climate right now, wherever you live. If it's warm, a cute little like maxi dress would be adorable with a jean jacket over it to keep it kind of cash. If you want to be fancy, you could do a trouser, like a nice trouser pant with a belt. A skirt would be really cute with a belt with like a ruffle top or like a button down. If it's cold where you are, I would do, now I've never served jury duty, but if it were me and it's cold, I would do like a trouser, a high-waisted pant of some sort, and I would throw a blazer over it with like a nice belt and a button down. So like the collar is popping out. I think that would be really cute. I think a skirt with like a pair of boots would be really pretty, and then throw a blazer over that. Jason P. You can never go wrong with like some kind of a cute puffy ruffle sleeve. I call them ruffle puffs or puffle ruffs, either way. Hey, Christine Baker, but that's a great start for you. I think a dress would be really pretty. I like all those ideas, actually. What was I saying? Okay, so we got the dark and we got the brightness, right? We got the colors, we got the floral. Exactly, Wendy. I love how you have to stop everything to answer the fashion question. I had to, Marissa Martin, I had to. Thanks. I might wear tights underneath. To be honest, it's getting cold. Okay, so that's a cute idea. Yeah, business casual for sure, but business casual can be fun. Make sure that you accessorize too. Like I would do a fun drop type of earring if you're going to do that. Tights with what? Like a dress would be cute. Um, Make sure that you add some pizzazz though with some accessories for sure, if you don't mind. If you don't have, well, I was going to say a cute little clutch would be fun for the bag, but don't do that because if it's jury duty, I would want to carry like more of a tote to put like a snack in, which is something I should have done yesterday. I can't believe I went and did a 9-hour tattoo and I didn't bring like some crackers or something. Nice and comfortable, Sophia says. Blazer or knit jacket, top, skirt, or comfy pants and comfy but nice boots. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a great idea. So we have the light and we have the dark. Definitely a pop of red. Thank you, Hope, for reminding us. We have the light and we have the dark, right? What does that represent? And so it doesn't really skirt, and trust me, Alex says, oh, I like the idea of the skirt. So if you're going to do the skirt with a tight, that would be cute. That'd be really cute. Hey, Peggy Collins, Buffy, no question. If we're going to do a skirt, I like the idea since we're going into fall. As a matter of fact, I was looking today in my closet. I like the idea of a long skirt and belting it like a nice big belt. Now, don't be afraid. Thanks, Jojo. Don't be afraid. If you don't have belt loops on the skirt, belt it anyway. Do you guys remember this? I need to wash it. It's been sitting here. I got this at the Goodwill. Remember? I got to wash it because I'm going to wear it for fall. Oh my God, with like an oatmeal sweater. $5.99 Goodwill. Do you remember this skirt? It's velvet and it's long. What brand is this? Coldwater Creek. All right. Boomer. Something like that would be cute. I mean, that's a little too farther into the fall. I'm not going to wear that yet, but I'm thinking like a long skirt. Throw a belt with it. Don't be afraid. My God, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do it. I'm serious. So I say belt the skirt, do like a fun ruffly top and like some kind of a fun pointy toed boot, a cowboy boot. Yeah, Wendy, it's a little Christmassy. That's what I mean. We're not ready for that skirt yet, but we're going to get it out. We're going to get it out real soon in the coming months. Ellie and my daughter thought I should get a medium with the pullover horse one. Oh yeah, I would have told you to get a small. I think I did tell you to get a small, Renee B. That makes me sad. I agree, Sue Herman. I definitely say belt that skirt, do a pointy toe, do an old school boot. You know, like do something from the 1300s. It's like romantic and but yet a little bit witchy. Do a cowboy boot. You know, it's your time to shine, right? Like we don't shine if you don't shine, girl. So get it done and show us what you did. We want to know more about this jury duty outfit. I'm invested at this point. So I need to know, you know, if you're going to do a long skirt, if we're going to do a short skirt with tights, that's adorable too. Don't get me wrong. Are we going to do like a booty with the tights? What kind of shoe are we doing? And then I would like to see a dangly earring with that. I really would. You know me, I mean, I'm always going to do an earring and necklace unless we're just doing like a turtleneck type sweater. We'll do a dangly earring. What about a scarf? I am the scarf queen. Why am I just bringing this up? I would bring a scarf too, just in case it gets cold in there. I always do that with airplanes, even if it's the dead of summer, because then you can kind of ball it up and use it as a pillow. Can you sleep during jury duty? Bring the scarf. It's like an umbrella. You'd rather have it than wish you had it. You know what I mean? Do a scarf. Just do it for us. Okay. Just do the right thing. To be honest, I'd go with short skirt, but I might go somewhere in between. Well, I love a short skirt, and I think that you should. You know, it's the end of summer. We're not. Well, somebody's calling me, but I don't know who it is. We're not at the end of summer yet, right? So I would do the short scarf. Jealous it's cold enough for a scarf. Oh, Rain, it's not cold enough yet, but I still would pack a scarf. You know, then if it gets cold, you can kind of use it as a little wrap. I have Gertie's berets. Thank you, Donna Cooper. So hold on, just real quick, and then we're going to get back to this. I know people are getting pissed, I'm sure, at me. Short skirt, cute with the tight. Also introduces us into the fall season, but not entirely like Thanksgiving yet, you know? You're not thinking about turkey yet. Okay. As you shouldn't be. However, I don't eat a lot of meat, but I did get a really good smoked turkey at Publix and it changed my world a little bit. Like it rocked me. Yeah, fall starts usually around the 21st, 22nd, Wendy. So we're not quite there yet. So I think a short skirt, hey, solo traveler, a short skirt, if you're going to do it tight, great. But if you're going to do it tight, you could bring a scarf. Don't be silly. Like, let's not overthink this. Um, Cute. I'm liking this. I'm really imagining this. I think a little jacket. I'm thinking a jean jacket. I'm thinking a jean jacket with the short skirt and the tights. Cute. Do a dangly earring. Okay. Not too dangly. You don't want anything too heavy. And then you're going to be like, by after lunch, you're going to be like, oh, my earlobes is too heavy. That happens to all of us. Don't do it. But bring a scarf that's not going to get stuck in the earring. Okay. All right, then. Back to what we were saying, which I don't know what we were saying other than I'm 0% mad. I swear it's such a testament to who you are and what you do. It makes me so happy. God, Katie, I thought of you today when I thought of Judy Gemstone and I said it out loud. My mom was like, so what are you doing today? And I went, I'm merely shitting. And she was like, what? And I was like, I got to get some friends. I don't have anybody to talk to. That's what Judy Gemstone says when her brother asks her. She's like, I'm merely shitting. And I just thought, oh my God, Katie would laugh. Okay, Jeanette Brown. I did not, but I will absolutely look. Congratulations, guys. Jeanette Brown finally got married. I'm really happy for you, Jeanette. It's been a long time coming. Thank you, Peggy Collins. We'll have to all go see the pictures she posted. I love that. I'm serious. Congratulations, Jeanette. I'm merely shitting. Man, I have a serious thing I want to say, and it just keeps getting unserious. Sometimes it's hard to get serious here, but I want to say something. Your fashion intelligence and confidence is scary impressive. Why don't you just do fashion AMR? What's an AMR? We need it and we don't even know it. I don't know what AMR is, but Heather, I trust you with my life. So I'm going to believe you with everything you say. I love fashion so much and I love decorating homes. Hey, Critters Creations. I love fashion in the home as well, but I love fashion on the body and I am so into it. To me, it's artistry. Like I think of Iris Apfel. Like people like to make fun of me and they're like that bitch. And it's like, no, that's not what it's about. I'm not trying to impress anyone. It's not a status thing. I love fashion. May not always look like it, right? But I love fashion. I wish we could go through my closet. I miss my closet. I miss my corporate job sometimes because I love putting pieces together. And I wish I could do this on like Zoom calls. I would love to go through people's closets like for a living. I'd love to be somebody's like personal assistant and like shop for them or with them. I'd love to be like, let's jazz that up. Don't donate it because here we're going to add a belt. Like I would love to do that. I have such an eye for it. I love putting pieces together and pops of color. And I love vintage, mixing it with modern. I love doing that with homes things, but I also love doing that like a vintage necklace with something more modern, put a blazer on it, add a scarf. Do you guys all my hats? Like when it gets cold, the berets, I love throwing a beret on with something. Aren't you? Well, wait till Christmas. Yeah. I would love to do more fashion stuff. I really would. I enjoy it so much. And I love it because fashion doesn't have, someone said this the other day, I wish I had your fashion sense. There is no fashion sense. A sense of humor is real. If you don't have one, you suck. But fashion sense is different. It's different for everyone. It's artwork. It's like collecting art. And I walk into your house and I'm like, ooh, that's ugly. Not to the person, right? They have an eye for that. They love that art. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. I don't expect you to love my fashion choices. Maybe yours is totally different. Maybe you're more traditional, right? That's amazing, Rain. I should do something like that. I just never think people are interested in it. Hey, Honey Lou. I love fashion. Yeah, Wendy, I love it. Katie Fulton, I'm merely shitting. Okay, so I really do want to address something. All right, you go to sleep, my little friend, and tell us what you ended up wearing to jury duty. Also, let us know if the person was like a murderer. That would be interesting to know as well. I wouldn't call me a fashionista. I don't even know what a fashionista is. I just really enjoy different pieces and putting them together. And I know that I'm not bad at it because, Diana, I know I'm not bad at it because my whole adult life, if I really work at it and put some, I don't run errands putting things together. Sometimes I do. But if I really work at it, I can go anywhere and people will stop me and go, whoa. I mean, it happens to be pretty regularly. I'm not trying to show off here. Trust me, I have the lowest self esteem of anyone in the room. But I love it when people will actually, they don't go, I love your outfit. Sure, that's nice. But I love it when people go, I love how you put this together. I love how your bag is red that matches that. And you have a pop of red here and your glasses. Like, I really do put effort into it when I try. And I love it when people notice and say something about it because I do it all the time. I will stop people and be like, what's happening with these pants and where did we get them? And how did we choose this belt today? Where'd we get the belt? And I love having conversations about that kind of stuff with people. I'll be like, is that vintage or is that something I can go pick up as well? Like, I need to know more about this outfit. I want to know what were you doing when you put it together? Were you relaxed? Had you just finished blow drying your hair? What was the thought process when we put this all together? Because I really need to know more about it. It's very inspiring. Those are the things that I like to do. I'll see myself out. Aline, that's okay, girl. That's okay. It's just such a fun. The possibilities are endless, and there's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. That's the beauty of it. Like, look at Iris Apfel. You know who else has? I love her style, but it's not for everybody. Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton has an amazing sense of fashion. I love her sense of fashion, but again, not for everybody. Not for everybody. Her choice of colors are pretty black and white, literally. But I love, she's got a great body for it though, too. That's something you have to keep in mind. It's like going into a salon, like I said earlier, showing a picture of Pamela Anderson and being like, this is what I want to look like. Okay, well, you don't have the same hair type. Your texture is totally different. You don't have the same body, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's not shaming. You're not going to get it to be, it's giving him that picture of the tattoo and going, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Of course not, because it's not exactly going to be the same thing. But I love, love, love. Thank you, Yadira. Every body type is different. You got to dress. Hey, Kathy Burkhart, you got to dress for your body type. So it's the same thing. I have made this mistake countless times. I don't anymore. If I go shopping somewhere or I buy something, I don't buy something anymore and go, I want to look like her, so I'm going to buy that. That happens to me. And then I get home and I put it on and I'm like, how come this is ugly on me, but it was cute on her? Because you have to shop for your body type. She was size 0. I'm a size 12 right now. Like, you got to shop. I'm normally a 14. You got to shop for your body type. And there's nothing wrong with that. I am very, very long bodied, short legged. Okay. So I look better in like high waisted stuff because it kind of hides my fupa, but also I look better in like a dress that I can belt and kind of show off my, what's happening here? Show off my, waist. Right. But I don't look the best in just like throwing on a pair of jeans because I'm all tummy. So it accentuates my stomach. So I'm going to want to dress like in a skirt, a dress, a flowy pair of like a trouser pant looks really much better. But if I'm wearing like, my mom, for instance, is like a size 4. She's teeny tiny, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. I hate it because I feel like people get weird about it. When I say dress for your body type, that doesn't mean like I'm saying you're overweight, you're underweight. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying it's not going to look the same on her who's a size 0. It's not going to look the same on me who's a size 14. It's just not. You're going to be disappointed. It's not going to look the same. So you got to dress for that. Hey, Tara Jackson. Yeah, it's not a struggle if you work with different pieces of clothing. It's not a struggle. That's what I'm saying. I'd love to have that as a job. Like, I could do that on Zoom. I'd love to have that as a job and be like, okay, I don't like that. Let's try that pair of pants. Let's tuck in. Let's French tuck the front. Let's add the other thing. Why am I talking? This wasn't the topic tonight. Are you guys getting mad about it? Because I'm getting fired up. I love this kind of stuff. Here's the other thing, ladies. And I'm going to tell you this. It's really important. I learned this. And if I could pass this on, I want you to hear me. Don't put on an outfit and go, ew, I hate it, until you have your hair done, your makeup done, and you've accessorized it. I cannot tell you how many times I've thrown on an outfit and I'm like, this is ugh. Why did I buy this? Wait, throw on a long necklace with it. Try different pairs of earrings with it. Put on your lipstick. Like, get yourself ready. I don't think so, Buffy. Get yourself, I'm very passionate about it, Katie. I really am. People think I'm like this snooty bitch or something when I talk about this kind of stuff. I'm not. I love talking about this kind of thing because I'm so interested in what you're wearing. Like, I want to know, I get very inspired. Yeah, Tara Jackson. It makes a huge difference, Wendy. I have done it so many times. Oh, good. Renee B. I love that. I have done it so many times. I'm like, I hate this. Like, I'll want to rip it off and throw it in the trash. But I'm like, wait, hold on. I don't have any makeup on. I'm all like slimy, greasy. My hair looks bad. Like, polish yourself up. Put on some nice, like put on either a short necklace, layer up some necklaces with it. Throw a blazer over it and see if that's the other thing is it's like before you donate your stuff, which I'm all about donating, don't get me wrong. But before you do, like, see if you can repurpose it. It's like a piece of furniture you're going to throw out. You're like, wait, what if we gutted it a little bit and painted it? People do that shit all the time. I can't do that. I'm not crafty. But I absolutely have an eye for going, hold on. Add a jean jacket to that. Let me see what it looks like with a jean jacket. Cute. Hold on. Put a scarf with it. Hold on. Put a blazer over that. I just want to see. Wait, put a belt with it and let's see. Like, there are ways. Hey, Dawn. Sorry you're not feeling well, babe. Hey, whine a little bit more. Yeah, get some rest, Dawn. I love that, Renee B. Thank you for supporting them, Renee B. Hey, Ty Mark. Upcycling furniture, Rain, is such a cool gift that people have. I just don't have it. I buy it that way, but I don't know how to do it. But I think it's so cool. Oh, wow, Jessamine. I'm just saying, like, there's things we can try to play with a little bit. And I wish I could do that with people on like a Zoom call. Like, hold on, let's add something to it. Let's add some jewelry. Hold on. Like, pull your hair up. Let me see what it looks like with your hair up. I do that now. I'm like, before I hate this, let me try to recreate it a little bit. It's fun to do. I get the concept of dressing for your type, but I don't know the answer. My ex was great at picking things that looked good on my body type. Yeah, but a hanger, these things are ugh to me. I understand. Like, I totally get it. Time Mark, I think it'd be easier. These are the type of chats that hooked me in from the early days of Relatable Reese. Hey, love and life. Good. Because whenever I talk about this stuff, I imagine people are like, bye. I hate this shit. I don't want to talk about it. I could talk all day, every day. I could have a fashion channel 100%. It's my favorite thing. It's my wheelhouse. I love talking about fashion more than loving it. Talking about it, I like to dive into it. I love to have, like, go to a thrift store and just the world is your oyster, guys. Like, just work with it. It's a palette. It's so much fun. Original Anne, I love you. I love you, girl. Hey, Kim is blue. Let me just show you the picture of the tattoo because I think it's easier without all the weird lighting. I'm so glad to hear that you guys don't mind these chats. Aww. Hold on, guys. Do you remember Christy from the store in War Trace? She just texted me and I'm going to go visit her tomorrow. Thank you so much. Welcome back. She was out of town. Okay, here's a picture of the tattoo because I just think it's easier to see it this way because the lighting is weird here. Yeah, I love decorating. I remember you saying, hold on, I'll show it again. I'm so glad to hear that, Tara. Hope between the dreams. Thank you, Jeanette Brown. Hey, Go the Greek. Megan Roberts likes it too. Oh my God, so does Renee B. God, I'm so glad. I could talk about this all day long. All day long. And you know what? It's inspiring because I want to reach out to you on a close personal level with everything I talk about. That's why I want my voice to spread more and more because I love inspiring people and I love people helping inspire me back. And then we just create this community. I want to I want to reach you on a deep level so you can go, okay, and give you the confidence to try that. That is something I love when people do it for me. I want to do it for them. I expect nothing from you except maybe a pop of red. I remember that. And that's still true, actually. That still stands. You guys signed the contract. You know what I mean. How would you make outfits out of LuLaRoe? We would make it work, Buffy, if that's your thing. I could make that work for you, girl. It's not no shame. Reese, you truly are the epitome of power of accessorizing. You know, we say that and I look like absolute shit right now. But Jeanette Brown, thank you. That's the other beautiful thing about fashion to me is it's what you want it to be. Like I threw on a tank. I'm going to have to wear a lot of tank tops the next few days because this is ugh. Every time I look at it, it's seeping. It's so gross. But I can't wear, it's going to leak all over my clothes. So I'm going to have to look like this for the next few days. But that's the thing is it's like, I don't always have to look my best. Like I don't always have to look amazing. I love people who just throw on a tank and a pair of sweatpants. It's beautiful and you make it your own. Accessorize it. I did some stuff with it, right? Like I did my best. That's okay, Buffy. I love you. As long as I can hear your voice, I'm happy. You make any subject interesting and captivating. So just be, Armina, I love you. And that is such a nice thing to say. The Jennifer Grace Penny Lane coats. I bought way too many of those in my days when I was married to Jeff. I own so many of her, Sandy Kovacs. I own so many of her caftans and I haven't even worn one this summer. That depresses me. It makes me sad. Caftans are like beach wear. And I just haven't worn them here and I'm sad about it. And I wish I had. I also got a few of her kimonos. Where am I going to wear them? They rock my world. They're like absolute pieces that I want to pass down to people or when I die. Here's the tattoo. I really like the bee with the strawberries there. He added a little more. This was right after he did it. So the fox is all red, as you can see, because he added to it. So it was bleeding. And there's the top. I love those little dots. I had him draw those. You can see them at the bottom too. And then there's some on the side of the fox. The butterfly is purple and blue. You know what though, Squirrel Girl? There's nothing wrong. I hate when people say like, I just throw on jeans and a tee. Jeans and a tee is can be such a polished, such an adorable look. Thank you, Original Anne. I don't know if I love it yet. I'm not quite there, and that's okay. Oh man, Bo has been farting and it's awful. Jeans and a tee could be the cutest. Elderberry Social Club, Muffet Lou. Jeans and a tee. Thank you, Muffet Lou, is such a cute look. I hate when people are like, jeans and a tee. You can rock jeans and a tee for a semi-fashion, fancy event. Especially if you, Kestrel, especially if you, like I like to French tuck the tee. If you do a really cute belt with it, you could do a really cute shoe. Like a sneaker can be even really cute and polished, or you could do like a flat. You could do a little booty. The tee, it's for me, it's all in the accessories. If you put jeans with just a t-shirt, that ain't gonna do anything for me. It's okay if that's your thing. But I'm wearing sweatpants and a tank top, but like I had to do something. Like I had to accessorize. My hair looks terrible. I didn't put any work into today because quite frankly, this is so painful and it's bleeding and seeping on everything. So I didn't really want to try on like anything worth a crap in my closet. But jeans and a tee is so cute. I don't know what trouser shorts are. I have a feeling I would like them because I love a trouser pant. So yeah, and especially with your body type, Renee B, I think you'd look amazing in that. Yeah, Marie Marion, that's true. I thought about adding a little bit of color to the fox. Actually, Megan Roberts, I didn't want to ask him because he had said prior, he said, he didn't even want to put color the eye. He said, I would leave that fox the way it is. Don't add anything to it. So I thought, okay, I'm not even going to ask. Buffy, you don't wear makeup? That's because you're beautiful. I've seen you. You don't need makeup. None of us need makeup. I'm wearing very minimal makeup today. I don't honestly wear that much makeup. I don't feel like I wear a lot, but makeup can be totally overrated. Women are gorgeous, right? Like women are absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Ty Mark. I love a French talk. I French talk about everything. I really do. I got a fantastic sweater dress today at a thrift store. I just have to wait for the weather to get. I love that Kim is blue. And see, I've met Kim is blue in person. You'll probably be so cute in that. Kim is blue is very pretty. Um, that's so cute. Gym shorts and a Godzilla t-shirt, Rain. That is so you. That is so your style. I bet you're really cute. That's the other thing. Graphic tee is so cute. You go to a thrift store, you can find them everywhere. I look in the men's section of a thrift store, get a graphic tee, and you can even throw, you know what's cute? You can take like a slip dress, like a tank dress or a maxi. You can in the fall throw a graphic tee over it and like knot it at the side. That is such a cute look. You can do a lot with this is what I mean, repurposing and kind of redoing how you would do it. Don't throw it out yet. Like there's other ways that we can repurpose that stuff. That's okay, Jessamine. God, Jessamine, I'm so glad your name is back. I love a sweater dress. Hope is a makeup artist and barely wears any makeup anymore. I feel like makeup is kind of, I mean, it's got its purpose, but I mean, I have foundation for like a black tie event, but I don't wear foundation. Makeup is overrated. Women are absolutely beautiful. Women, I think, are so beautiful. You really don't need it. My mom never wears makeup, and I think she is stunning. She has beautiful skin. I also think, yes, Ty Mark. I also think like there's good and bad about the new generations we're going to be entering into. And I think one of the best things is like my favorite thing about our future, right? Is, and I'm not saying everyone's going to feel this way, but I feel like we're moving into this belief system of like, no, you don't have to be a size 0 to be hot. Like, I love the inclusivity. I love that, like, women are walking around and, hey, Hux, Humberflube. Dang it. Probably has his headphones in. I love, love, love that like women are just embracing their bodies and they're like, I'm telling you, I've seen like larger, like just, I don't know, size 18, 20. My good friend is a size 24 and she just embraces her body. And I think that's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I love, love like the no makeup look. And I love just people don't, I feel like there's less pressure going forward, I hope, on women like having kids, having to get married, wearing makeup, being all dressed up, like it's thing of the and being a size 0. Like having to be skinny is the only way it's beautiful. Like that's so not true anymore. Like I love that we're getting away from that because women are gorgeous. Have you ever just gone out and people watched just like the features of women? I am nowhere near a lesbian. I'm looking at JoJo there. But I admire that. I'm not interested in women sexually, but I'm attracted to them otherwise. I feel safer around women. I prefer being around women. You guys know this. I won't even have a male anything. I wouldn't get a pedicure by a man. I don't let men touch me. Women, though, are so stunning. Like even down to their hair, like their hair texture. Like I went to that baby shower, what, a week ago, and I was talking to a woman and I was like, I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable, but you are stunning. She was beautiful. Like I said, do you take like biotin for your hair? Like she had the most beautiful hair. And if you really look at people and you don't take the expectation of what it's supposed to look like based on society or what someone told you, or just like look past everything of what you're supposed to be doing. You know, like I just think of all the people who hate me and make fun of my makeup. They make fun of how fat I am. They make fun of what a bad mom I am. And it's like, psh, that's such a reflection on you. And if that's really what you're focused on, like you're not looking at the right things. We're not looking at the right things. People are amazing and beautiful. I've been a caregiver to my dad on hospice for over a year now. You have been inspiring me to get my style and oomph and put every effort in every day. I'm feeling I love that, Stephanie. And your picture, guys, look at Stephanie. Beautiful. And I'm sorry for your dad. Hospice is so rough, but it's beautiful that you're doing that. It's a gift, babe. And I'm really glad. So many women have said that to me. They're like, I try layering necklaces now, or wearing jewelry, or now I wear lipstick. Like, I've added a pop. I love that. Just don't feel like you have to do it, and then try. Just try. Well, Diana H., you don't need makeup. Again, you're beautiful. I've met you in person. I really also believe, how many people have we met that are gorgeous by the standards until they open their mouth and they're entitled assholes, and you're like, oh God, you got ugly so fast. That happened in just the flip of a dime, right? Same thing with people who have beautiful personalities. Like, personalities are what shines through for me. If you treat people like shit, you are ugh. You're ugh. And I'm not ashamed to say that. You're ugly on the outside. It makes you ugly how you treat people. I'm not just saying that. It's a fact for me. If you start being nasty to people, your looks are gone for me. I'm not interested in even knowing you, to be honest. Women should build each other up and appreciate each other's beauty inside and out. Absolutely. That's not just like tonight's messages. It's a fact. Like, I'm always shocked by the women, especially who tear me down on YouTube. I'm like, it's a trashy look. It's a bad look. Like, hate me all you want, but it's just, it's a shame, because women should support women. Even the women who tear me down, I got nothing against. Like, it's a reflection on them, and it makes me sad. And I hope that they come around. Maybe they already have. Haven't looked tuned in a very long time. I hope that they're doing well. I wish them well, but it makes me sad. There's so many other things we should be focused on. There really are. Yeah, Virgo boss, I totally get that. Renee B. Hey, Kay Thompson. Oh, Kay Thompson has a migraine. Hope Between the Dreams migraine is gone, and she gave it to Kay Thompson. That sucks. Kay, take a rest, babe. Just take a rest. Maybe some cool cloth on your head. Reese, you've inspired me to believe I'm worthy of reaching outside my boundaries with clothes and makeup. That is incredible. Look at what Renee B just said. I love that so much. Renee B, that's a gift. Thank you for telling me that. I loved shopping with you. She was a hoot. She's hilarious. Yeah. Sophia, and we've seen your picture you posted by the ocean. I love Sophia's body. She has the sexiest body, and I'm not afraid to say it. Like, I love her body. You know what? While my glasses are off, guys, I'm going to mute it and blow my nose. I feel like I have to blow my nose. I'm hot. It's hot in here. Hold on. Okay, I was wrong. Nothing came out. I see a lot of people getting undressed to underwear by the ocean. It's stunning because all these shapes embrace joy and living in the moment, and that's hella attractive. She's right. But people are so caught up in like what they think they're supposed to look like. That's the phase and the stage I'm in right now. It's not just looks, it's everything. I was controlled my entire life on what I am, who I'm supposed to be, the rules I'm supposed to follow. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm going to do my own thing, and I want to flourish while doing it. But I'm not going to look a certain way because I'm supposed to, and I'm no longer going to act a certain way because I'm supposed to. Like, I just want to use my voice, whatever that means, in whatever capacity that ends up being. Yes, I know that about you, Rain Virus. Love and life. If people see all the bad about other people, it's a mirror. One of the negativity gals on YouTube was talking about, yeah, I know people say my teeth are crooked and on and on. I felt bad for her. Yeah, it is. It's a mirror. That is such a good point, love and life. And I just don't care anymore. You know, you want to go around trashing people and tearing them down. It's on you, my friend. That's on you. Right? We're still going to walk forward. We're still going to be in our lane. We're still going to do our thing. Like because you have to focus on others is your problem. Linda, for one of the dots of the tattoo, that's hilarious. That is really cute. You bought me a sock once too. Remember that when I pooped in my socks? You bought me a sock. Thank you, Linda. That's adorable. You're hilarious. That was sweet. Sorry, I got behind. It's hot as shit in here. I have issues. Oh my God. Wendy, I almost just banned you by accident. I have issues, but Tommy did a stream that made me embrace who I am. Like when I was a kid, I used to love myself. Back to that idea. I love that. And I appreciate you saying that. That's a gift. That is a gift that he has. I don't want to get into Tommy by any means, but I think that's kind of you to say. If you had said any other streamer, I would have highlighted it too. I just think that's really kind. And I like that he has that gift. He really does. He's good at making people feel seen and heard and shine. And I love that. I hope that he continues that. When I visit Germany again, I need to meet Sophia. Yes, no question. If I ever go to Germany, I'm totally going to be seeing Sophia. I love Sophia. She is a light and a fire as well. It took me years to arrive in my body, says Sophia. I'm 220 pounds and happier than when I was slimmer and had the great body because I don't worry about losing weight anymore and I withstand the ocean now. The other cool thing about your body, though, Sophia, is not your weight, your height. Sophia is very tall. Her whole family, I mean, Germans, she said, can be quite tall. Sophia's whole family is tall, Heather. But that's the other beautiful thing about her body is not just the shape of her body. She's very tall and she's super sexy. Sophia is incredibly sexy also because of her attitude. For those of you that come to the Zoom calls, Sophia is always in the Zoom calls and she is so, I don't even know how to put it. Like she almost has Fred-like qualities because Fred, a lot of you actually do now that I think about it. Fred never let me tear myself down. Not in his presence, man. Fred never let me do that. And Sophia's like that. She just said that about herself. She's like that. She's like, I still march forward. I don't give a shit what people think. That's what it's about. We're not here that long, guys. The whole, baby steps, putting it lightly. Yes, Sophia has power. I feel like the more I talk to people, and I talk to people all the time. Hope you're right. Humberflube? Scooty? Damn it. Thought I heard him. The more I talk to people, and I say people because men and women, the more I talk to them, the more I see how much we all have in common as far as caring what society thinks, caring what other people think for sure, but like what people expect of us is a big deal to a lot of people, as it should be. We were all kind of like born into that idea, I think, of like Buffy. Snooper Batch? That's cute. Like Buffy. Buffy's like, I just wear LuLaRoe. Like, how would you style that? I don't have any. Like, why wouldn't we embrace that? There he is. Humberflube. Skittle. He has his damn headphones in. Hey, Mary Barons, welcome in. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, Renee B, you would love that because she's just like you there. People, and I'm not saying everybody. Hold on, I'm going to yell. Oh, I'm so glad you heard me. Hey, son, I'm burning up in here. Can you turn it down 2 notches? Thank you so much. Thanks for coming from wherever you were. I'm starting to sweat it out. Like, I feel like I'm on a Purif. People, Mary Barons, I'm just glad you made it, girl. People seem to mind like what other people think. And I really, really operated that way coming from Scientology. It really mattered because it would depend on my future. I would get in trouble if I did the wrong thing. Wendy. So I'm just saying, really, you need a fan, Reese. I should get a fan. Kim is blue. Hey, Lizzie Meggs, welcome in, babe. There's so much behind caring about what other people think. It's not that easy to just be like, I need to not care what other people think. If it were that easy, I think we'd all be doing it. It takes work to really, truly like settle into your own power and go, it doesn't really matter what other people think. It really doesn't in the grand scheme of things. How many times have we talked about this? It never gets old, and I'll never stop. Hey, Cliff Ann, I'll never stop talking about it because it's very important. If you die tonight and your funeral, what's today, Friday? Give it about a week for a funeral to get the shit together and get your body with whatever you're going to do with it. And, whoever's in charge of your estate, shit like that. Let's give it a week. Let's say you die tonight, your funeral's in a week. Okay. No one there, I repeat, really absorb this, everybody. I'm talking to you, Original Ann. She's cooking right now, but I know she's listening. Nobody at your funeral next week, not to be dark, and I hope you don't die tonight, by the way, but if you do, no one's going to be at your funeral going, she just wore LuLaRoe. Cheap. No one at your funeral is going to be going, I wish she would have worn makeup. She never wore makeup. Nobody at your funeral is going to say, okay, good, Original Ann's back. Of course you are. She always eats amazing things. Nobody at your funeral is going to go, I wish she would have gotten her hair done, though. Nobody's going to do that. You know what they're going to do? They're going to be sitting there thinking about the impact, big or small. Hey, Mason, I'm glad you're here. No, they're going to be sitting there. They might be sitting there thinking, God, I hated that person. Thanks, Humberflube. All that the currency in this world is just the impact that we have on others. Mason, I got a tattoo yesterday, and it's just easier if I show the picture because that's what it looks like. That was when it got done last night. Shelly, you are very much that way. Hope Between the Dreams doesn't want a funeral. I wish I was brave enough to not wear makeup to work. No way, I'm embarrassed to admit. Original Ann, don't be embarrassed to admit it. I don't go full no makeup except every once in a while. You guys have seen me stream 5 or 6 times with no makeup. Cad! Come here, girl. Let me see you. Let me squeeze your potatoes. Let me see it. Let me snuggle you for a minute. Don't be trying to jump up here and then run away so quickly. That's all we're saying. Give us a moment to snuggle in and touch your potatoes. Let me squeeze you. Let me feel the softness. What kind of conditioner are you using? Are you using a leave-in conditioner? Because that's incredibly soft. Don't go. Yeah, exactly. The content of your character, thank you, Mason, outshines everything. Cremate me and throw me in the ocean. Well, I want to be cremated and put into my favorite pizza place. I want to be put into a pizza box from my favorite place in Omaha. So I get it. I've been to 100 funerals, but damn, Verba Boss has me beat. I've been to thousands of funerals, and I cannot remember a time that someone's style was mentioned. Now, I'm going to be pissed at you guys if I have a funeral and no one mentions my style. Like, I might haunt you that night. I expect it to be mentioned. That's all I'm saying. Like, go on, I expect a speech. I'm going to be kind of pissed. Like, I want Renee B to give a speech on it. If she doesn't, I'm going to be upset. Original Ann, mods, I'm looking at you. You're going to piss me off if you guys don't mention mine. That's a lot, Verba Boss. But at the same time, this does contradict a little bit about what I was just saying, but never mind that. Just follow the cult of Reese and you'll understand. If the jesters take you out, can I have Gertrude? I don't know, Buffy. You might have to fight Armine for her. We're going to show up with, I hope that you show up wearing the items I left you. Like, Meredith, if you want any of my fake turquoise, you better text me. I don't know what kind of cat she is. She's a chubby thing, Mason. She's a chub. Uh, I was thinking about our member who told us his wife suddenly passed away at a super young age out of the blue. The only person who I can think of is Wharton Fizzle, but they were married for a long time. His wife's name was Gwendolyn. I'm not thinking of who you're saying right now, Love and Life. Liz isn't here because she's partying it up with a group right now in Chicago. Ugh, Wendy Yard's a lot. I'm just saying, guys, like character, how you treat people. Diana H., you got it right. How you treat people. Okay, thank you, Renee B. You stepped up to the plate like I knew you would. Have someone contact me when you're in the pizza box. I'll give a eulogy. Okay, that'd be great. That'd be great, actually. Wear that orange shirt that we bought together that you bought for me for my birthday, if you don't mind. It would mean a lot. Somebody, yeah, when I'm dead, hey, Kat, will mention the chipmunk saving in the eulogy. Absolutely, Barbara Waite. I think that's a glorious story. I'm just saying, guys, like how we affect and treat people is all they're going to remember when you're dead. And then give that about 10 minutes and you're going to be totally forgotten about. No one's really going to talk about you at all. I have 3 cats, Mason, and they all eat a lot. How are we going to keep the organization without someone keeping minutes? This is a free for all stream. We gave Liz the night off, and so no one's keeping them. It's just a flow as you go type of deal. Why do I feel stuffed up, but nothing's coming out? I do want to say, Squirrel Girl, Finny Bun Buns, definitely. Yeah, I would be in heaven with Finny Bun Buns. Let's hope I'm in heaven. Yeah, Heather, don't worry. We got that. We got a list. I want you guys to keep track of a list in case I do, in case I check out early. I'm going to expect you guys to mention some of these stories at my funeral. I'll mention our combined love of the lip stain, thanks to you. Exactly. Yeah, and you should. Angie might be upset if you didn't. So real quick though, before we leave, kid accidentally scratched me with her back claws the other night. I was laying in bed and she jumped up and launched off of my arm to jump up on the headboard, and it scratched the shit out of me and it's so itchy now. You hear that, kid? You know what you did. That's true, Barbara Waite. I want to say something though. Oh, what song should we play? Mason, I don't watch a lot of movies these days, but I've seen a lot of movies. And I did love A Peripheral Pain. Alicia, thanks for bringing that up. I did love A Peripheral Pain. Do you remember that? It was quite the peripheral pain. What song? My mom wants Spirit in the Sky. I kind of like that for me too. Do you hear this? I need to try to blow my nose again. Where'd it go? Hold on, I'm going to mute it. Take a tiny Jesus, bleep, 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 bleep. All right, I think we got something. Yeah, that's probably true. Mama said not to, but I did it anyway. Misbehaving. I wash my hands to keep away from Satan. See, don't say that. I don't have style, just grandma style. I love grandma style. Do you know how many vintage dresses I have? Grandma style is the absolute best. So back to what's real. Hey, Geoplanet Jane. That's not bad. I need a card. So, guys, you know, what's that one song? I kind of like that one song. What's it called? Is it Cat something? It's called The Greatest. I kind of like that song. Let's see. The Greatest. Cat Power. That's a good song. That'd be a good funeral song. It's kind of sad. It's a little sad, and that's fitting, right? I might want a few. But that would be a good funeral song. There's one by Death Cab for Cutie. Oh, yeah. There Goes My Hero. Someone saved my life tonight. There's one by Death Cab. Now that's kind of depressing. What's that one by Death Cab? Actually, that wouldn't be a bad funeral song for me. I like it. Death Cab. That's a sad song, but I love that song. Your new twin size bed. Hmm. Do I not have it on my playlist? What? Well, that's depressing. Oh, no, I do. Death Cab, I will follow you into the dark. Yes, Dawn. That'd be a good funeral song. Heather, I love that song. Will you be my friend even though you don't know me that well, Reese? Of course, Mason. I'm everybody's friend. I'm always your friend. Always here for you, Mason. Even sometimes when I don't want to be. Meaning sometimes I get bombarded and sometimes I'm just trying to eat some barbecue and a Snickers or take a poop. Yeah. Oh, Cat Stevens' Wild World. That's a great one. Doesn't he say in that one too? That song is fitting for my funeral because he says, I hope you find a lot of nice clothes to wear. Blee, 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 blee. I like how he says, like, but then things can turn bad out there. Yeah, that's kind of fitting for an ex-Scientologist. Don't Swallow the Cap is a great one by The National. Not my favorite, though. Hey, it's Leslie D. Leslie, thank you again for the tattoo. I want you to know that I publicly told everyone that you bought most of my tattoo, and I love you. For anyone that was asking which Leslie, there she is, and she has great hair, everybody. Funeral songs. I'm happy other people think like this. Mine is Fire and Rain. Okay, good. I'll know that for when you're dead for sure. By the way, Les, I'm sorry I didn't call you back. I ended up talking to my accountant way longer than I thought I was going to, and then I had to go get Hux. Any of the National songs? Well, the National is my favorite band. Hey, Elena Rainerman. Oh, the National is my favorite band. Who's dying? Oh, we're just talking about when we're dead. No one really in particular. It's just if a jester kills me, we just want to be prepared is all. The National, there's so many good songs by the National. I don't know that I'd want these as funeral songs. I mean, man, that's tough. Yeah, Mason. Geez. I don't even know. I don't know. First of all, I'll show you this again. Someone asked for it. That's the tattoo. I got it done last night. I like the strawberries and the bee. That's about it so far. Not crazy about it. I love Alice in Chains. What national song? There's too many to list. They're my favorite. They're my favorite band of all time. I think I would want to do a little bit, maybe a little Once Upon a Poolside. I'm loving that song lately. Probably what do we have under Sleep Well Beast? The Day I Die is a great song, but probably if I were going to choose a funeral song, I love Born to Beg. I considered playing that at Fred's funeral. I don't know. That song makes me think of Fred. Born to Beg, Weird Goodbyes is one of my favorite songs by the National right now. I switch it up. Every time I'm about to take off on an airplane, for whatever reason, I have this weird ass tradition. I always play Humiliation by the National. Not much Mason, but I know who they are. Pink Rabbits is fantastic. That's a toughie. That's tough. And then you don't want to go old, like Old National. About Today would be a great funeral song. You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Green Gloves, love Green Gloves. This is gonna sound crazy, but one of my favorite songs by the National is All the Wine. So I don't know. There's a lot there for me to work with. That's my favorite band, and I listen to them all the time. I love The Cure. Yeah, Tara Jackson. I pretty much, I guess, I'm gonna put a fork in what I really wanted to talk about because we just went all over the place, and I'm loving that for us. I absolutely love this journey. Came as blue as you should be. I like to play Iris, but since I'd already be dead, it would be weird. No, Leslie, I'll play that at your funeral if I die first. If you die first, I'll play that. Leslie loves the Goo Goo Dolls, like weirdly. Like I feel like we all love the Goo Goo Dolls, but like at the appropriate time, like when they were big in the 90s. But Leslie's still hanging on. She's our last like huge fan. And I'm not going to get upset about it because I'm already upset with her for liking the Backstreet Boys. So I'm just going to let that go. Piano Man was perfect for Fred. Piano Man, hey, Copper Top. God, I'm so happy to see your name back. I did 3 songs at Fred's funeral. My favorite was great song, Love and Life. My favorite was Pearl Jam. Of course, we talked about that the other day. I played Man of the Hour at Fred's funeral. That was my favorite. I played Piano Man for him, of course. And you know what's weird about that? You guys all know this, but hey, Blue Girl, thank you, babe. Fred died at exactly 9 o'clock on Saturday, and he played the piano for 90 years. So it was very fitting for his funeral because the first lyric of that song is it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. I am mad, Buffy. Don't tell me ever again. I could have gone the rest of time without knowing, Buffy, that you love NSYNC, but you are like 21 years old, so it kind of makes sense. I'll give you a pass. But he did. Goo Goo Dolls never go out of style, just like the Backstreet Boys. Leslie, strike one. Mods, keep an eye on that, please, in case I miss it. And then also, Buffy, stop it. You're 21. And then also, In My Life by the Beatles. Is that what it's called? Do, 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 do. There are places, bleep, 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 in my life, bleep, 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 and I'm bleep, 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 dee, dee, all the time, dee, dee, bleep, bleep. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so I did those 3 at Fred's funeral, and I thought they were great. And then I thought, I could do this for a living. Like, you know how they have wedding planners? Could I be a funeral planner? Because I am really good. Kimberly Martin, of course you were. I am really good at, she says I was born in the 90s. I picked up a script today at Costco, and there was a guy behind me waiting, and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. And I walked off. I got my script, and I walked off, and I heard him. He was like picking up, and the pharmacist goes, date of birth. And he was like 2/12/99. And I was like, holy crap. I was like, oh my God, that guy's like in his 20s. What am I doing at 99? When I think of someone being born in 99, I'm like, you can't drive yet. What are you doing here? Where's your mom? I'm sad that I'm 41. I forgot. I thought I was 30. Joe wants to be a funeral DJ. Now, I think that's a great idea. And it's something that I've really looked into. I'm like, I could, you know how you like speak at a funeral? I would like to do your playlist. I'm just trying to look for ways to get paid, guys. That's all I'm doing here. Grifting. I'm trying to grift for the future. Funerals are never going to go out of style, especially if I'm around. I'll style that shit up for you, right? What if I pick out your outfit? You're going to want that from me. I promise. It's going to be a whole package you can buy. So like, you're going to want me to pick your songs. You're going to want me to pick out your outfit for this. You don't want to, I mean, they're already going to make your face look weird, right? Like, let's jazz things up. Like, let me throw on a headband for you. Let's pick out a couple of necklaces to go with that gray in the casket color, right? I feel like there's Jason P. I hope that comment means you did that 25 years ago when it was appropriate. It better not be anytime recently. Okay? Remember that. I feel like I need to open your horizons about music because I'm old enough to be your mom. We've opened them. They're open. Okay. I like the Beatles. I like the Stones. I like Bob Seger. I like Bob Dylan. I don't want to hear about the Backstreet Boys ever again. If anybody mentions them, let's just add this to the list of no's. Okay. Mods, no one's allowed to say awesome sauce. You know the rules. Hey, no one? God, I'm so happy to see your damn name back. Nobody's allowed to talk about NSYNC. Buffy, I'm looking at you. Or Backstreet Boys. Leslie D. Strike 2. Okay. Alicia, I'm totally with you on that. Buffy, you're not going to get kicked out. You're grandfathered in. Okay. Everybody's grandfathered in, plus you're 21. It makes sense. Hey, Audrey. Dawn, watch yourself. You're on thin ice. Reese, you'd be a great funeral consultant. You have compassion and flair. Renee B gets it. I love this. Renee B and I are often on the same page. It's weird. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Jackson Brown. Awesome Possum. New Kids on the Block are grandfathered in. They're from the 80s, aren't they? Like, yes, that's okay. That's fine. That was appropriate for the time, right? No awesome sauce, awesome possum. Let me just use it in a sentence and see if I'm okay with it. When would you use this in a sentence, Kestrel? Like, who's going to say this shit? At what point in the day are you going to be so excited that you say awesome possum? It's not going to happen. No one's going to say that shit. Nothing is that great. Well, that's not true. There's a lot of good food out there. Oh, you know, as much as I want to really enjoy people, I get a little bit frustrated. When I was, can we say awesome gravy? Shelly, when would you use that in a sentence? Bo is dreaming. When would you use that in a sentence? Like, can you explain that to me? Awesome gravy? Who the hell is going to say that? Nobody's going to say that. If anybody's going to say it, like, you're not going to have any friends. So you're not going to have anyone to say it to. If you run around saying awesome gravy, who's going to hang out with you? I rest my case. No one's going to hang out with you. Linda, you did not. Quit it, Linda. I said Jiminy Crickets the other day. That's totally allowed here. It's expected. I love it. You can't grandfather in New Kids on the Block and kick out Backstreet Boys. It's not legal. Actually, there's a loophole. I checked with my attorney, so I'm ahead of you on this. It is legally allowed because New Kids on the Block are from the 80s and the Backstreet Boys are fucking awful. That's why. I talked to a judge about it, so I don't want to hear anymore. You're almost to strike 3. Keep it in mind, your choice, okay? Free will. Leaping Lizards. That's adorable because that's from Annie. I love it when one of the little orphan kids goes, Leaping Lizards. And Miss Hannigan goes, Leaping Lizards. That's fine. Grandfathered in, okay? I was talking to a guy yesterday before I got my tattoo. And he was kind of a dick swinger, but he thought he was cool. I love Annie, C-Dub. What about Awesome Blossom, Joan Berry? And welcome in, by the way. Joan Berry, because you're new and I've never seen your name before, I'm going to give you a pass because I don't want to chase you off right away. I'll probably do it in tomorrow's stream. Awesome Blossom, again, I don't know, Joan, when the fuck you're going to use that. Like, what are you going to do? Bite into a piece of pizza and be like, Awesome Blossom? You're not. And you're not going to have a lot of friends around using that kind of talk. So I just don't know when you would use it. I think you guys are just trying because it's Friday night. Ty's channel. Cute house, by the way. Critters Creations, that's enough. It's a hard knock life for us. So this dude is a bit of a dick swinger, right? And at first I thought he was cool. And we were hitting it off and it was fine. And then he says to me, like, he argued with me. And I was like, oh, you don't want to do that. He goes, okay, all right, I will agree with this. And we can use that in a sentence. This is the only time you use it, but I absolutely see there's a loophole. No one is a genius. Linda, you didn't. You forgot. You're confused, Linda. Outback Steakhouse has the Awesome Blossom onion. Absolutely a fact. It's okay if you're going to say, thank you, Lizzie Meggs. Awesome Blossom onion is perfectly acceptable. So no one, congratulations to you. Renee B, why? What did you do? Did you go to a Backstreet Boys concert? Heavens to Betsy's fine. It's old school. It's old people talk. This dude says, first of all, this dude's a tattoo artist. And he says the worst place to get tattooed is your ass. I never thought of that before, but I can imagine because it probably heals slow and you're always sitting on it. So it probably does hurt. That's fine, Diana H. You know what Fred used to say? Diana H says, for crying out loud. Do you guys want to know what Fred used to say? That's fine, Kestrel. Oh my God. Bo's farts are rotten. There you go, Kim is Blue. That's acceptable. Fred used to say, like, instead of saying, like, what did I just read? Oopsie daisy, crying out loud. Hey, Wendy Brewer, I've never heard another person say it on planet Earth. Fred's the only person that said it, and he said it all the time. So instead of saying, for crying out loud, there were 2 things he said that I've never heard anybody else say, and I love it. It's the cutest thing you'll ever know in your life. Wait till I say it. So if I would tell him like a shocking story, he would do this. He'd go, forevermore. Original Anne, that's cute. Forevermore. He'd go, oh, forevermore. I've never heard anybody else say that. The other thing he would say, so cute. He would say, heavenly days. I'd be like, Fred, you're not going to believe what happened. And I'd tell him, and he'd go, heavenly days. And I was like, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's why I married him. That's the cute. Don't say other words. It's the cutest thing that I've ever heard. Forevermore. That is, what does that even mean? It's the cutest thing I ever. I was like, what did he just say? And he said it all the time. He'd go, forevermore. And I was like, did you just make that up? That's so cute. Heavenly days. The Fredisms, original Anne, the Fredisms. So cute. I know Wendy R. I'd never heard him either. Does a butt tattoo what, Sophia? Yeah. So this is what I said. You're right on the page with me here. And this pissed this dude off. I made him mad. So he goes, butt tattoos are the worst. We're chatting it up, right? We're chatting. Linda, no, you didn't. We're chatting it up, right? And I said, butt tattoos, huh? That's the worst. And he said, yeah. And I said, well, I don't have my OnlyFans yet. So I said, I don't see a reason to get one. And for whatever reason, that pissed him off. And he goes, hey, Lenora Gray. I love it too. He goes, he like changed his tune. I don't know, that pissed him off. And he goes, that's incredibly presumptuous. Like his face turned. And I was like, why? And he goes, because not everybody that has a butt tattoo has an OnlyFans. And I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. Jeez. I was like, dude, calm down. Oh, Joan Barry, that's the sweetest thing. And I said, like, it was a joke, first of all. Like, it was sarcasm. Like, get a life, okay? And then he said, I said, why would you get your ass tattooed if you're not going to show it to somebody? I said, why would you get tattoos at all if they're just hidden? And he goes, for yourself? He was like, he goes, maybe that you just want to see them. And I said, how are you going to see them if it's on your ass? And he goes, get naked and look in a mirror. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't have time for this. Like, I don't have time for your fucking shit ass nonsense, sir. And I said, well, I disagree. And he goes, well, not all tattoos have to be seen. He goes, they mean something to people. He goes, you don't have to put it out there and showcase it. And I was like, whoa, brother, we struck a nerve. I struck a nerve. And I said, original Anne, I said, well, I guess it's subjective. And then he got more mad. And he goes, see? He goes, you just answered your own thing that you were saying. And I said, yeah, I know. I have ears. I know. And then we just shut up. Like, he was talking to me about his kid like 5 minutes before. It was going fine. Tattoo places are really weird. I got to be honest. Like, some of the talk I was overhearing in there, I was like, this is crazy. Can I get a job here and just like stream it? Because it was really bizarre. Like, listening to some of those guys, I was like, you're weird, sir. Like, you're weirder than I am. And that's quite the accomplishment. Okay. Reese, I loved your crocheted headscarf. What, this thing that I threw off into the distance for the last stream? So whimsical and girly. Just wanted you to own it. Great stream, by the way. Love you, Pamela. Thank you. You know, someone said to flip it the other way. Is that even right? How would you flip it this way? Hold on. You're supposed to wear it like this, right? See, I still think it's cute. But someone said to wear it the other way. That can't be right. Let me see. I'm willing to take one for the team. Okay. What's happening here? You can't do that. I mean, could you? Why would you? It's similar to the weird tattoo guy. Like, why would we do this? I don't think so. I mean, I could probably get away with it, but I feel like I would scare a lot of people. It would be similar to using awesome sauce. Like, no, you're not going to have any friends if you say it, right? Like, you're not going to have any friends if you say awesome sauce. You're not going to have any friends if you wear this shit this way, okay? Hey, it's Hope Between the Dreams. Okay. I'm going to let that slide because you paid me to say it and you paid your dues to say it. Okay, mods, New word, new rule, new rule. I could wear it as a halter top. It would cover one tit. Uh, okay, original Anne. New rule, mods. New rule. New rule, chat. Listen, the cult has spoken. So mote it be. Listen up. If you want to say awesome sauce, you can say it all fucking day long. Okay. You can say it in this community. You have to pay to do it. If I'm the world's biggest grifter, I might as well own it. Be like Hope Between the Dreams. Be more like Hope Between the Dreams. Okay. If you're going to do it, you're triggering me. Wait, so should I put it on the, somebody told me to wear it that way. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to do this for giggles. What about this way? I'm not, you got to pay to play. That's right, Rain Virus. Yes, Wendy, you got to pay to play. Squirrel Girl is triggered. I'm serious. Mods, no more of this talk. Hey, Michelle Asbell, I'm so glad to see your name back. Michelle Asbell, strike one, girl. Hi, Reese. I use awesome sauce. You can't use it unless you're going to pay to use it. Okay. I need a new rumor anyway. I feel like the rumors are kind of starting to fade. I think we need a new rumor anyway. Like Reese is forcing people to pay to say words. There we go, Linda. That's right. That's absolutely right. Guys, if you want to do it, you can do it. You have all the freedom in the world. You just have to super chat it. Okay. I'm not going to put up with, you can either join as a member, you can have a membership, or you can super chat me. But I am not no longer going. It's no more. We voted it in, so mote it be. Hope Between the Dreams. You did the right thing, girl. We love you for it. Linda, thank you for this. Linda paid to play. Do you see what I mean? It's $1.99. If you want to say it, you got to pay to play. Okay, that's just the way of the world. Thank you for the super chat and for paying to play. Cool Beans. Cool Beans. I don't prefer it. Here's what I'm going to do about Cool Beans. No free sauce. That's right. No one. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to make a ruling on this right now. Cool Beans is allowed one time per customer per stream. So you can say it, but you can only say it once. And mods will be keeping track of that. Okay. So Cool Beans is cool one time. If you want to do it twice, you got to pay to play. Okay. And you pick the super chat. No one's asking you to give me, tons of money. You pick the super chat, but you have to pay to play. That's the way of the world. That's the way it works in here. Can I say decent sauce? Actually, I don't mind that. How about just like mediocre sauce? Yeah, I don't mind that either. Okay, guys, just keep in track though of yourself. Keep yourself in check. Check your fucking self before you wreck yourself. Diana H, Squirrel Girl, glad you guys got it out of your systems, but you say it again, you're going to have to pay. All right, mods are, oh, I kind of like that too. Uncool Beans. I like decent sauce. Yeah, I kind of like that. Just because life isn't that great anyway. So, like, when are you using awesome sauce? Why is your life that cool? It isn't. So, let's be more honest with ourselves and say mid sauce. Yeah, Kestrel. That's decent sauce. Like, let's just be a little bit more real about it. Green beans. Yeah, I like that. So I can't talk about the awesome sauces I whip up. Now that's different. And that is a different part of the clause in the contract, Sophia. If you whip up a really awesome dipping sauce, you have to put the word dipping in between so that we can decipher and the mods can do their jobs. You know what I mean? Canned beans, that's fine. That's fine. Adequate sauce. Yeah. Uncool beans. I think that's acceptable. Also, you paid to play today, Hope Between the Dreams. You can say whatever the hell you want. That's the other thing. If you give me $20 like that, Hope Between the Dreams can say awesome sauce up to 5 times. So that's the other thing you get when you pay to play. That's all I'm saying. Like, you get a lot of stuff with it, right? Like, you can say it 5 times. So that's important to know as well. Candy beans. I love candy beans. Candy beans makes me feel a little bit like Grandpa or Charlie from Charlie and the Chocolate. Hot beans. I kind of like, yeah, you get extra perks. I like, what was it? Candy beans. I think that's kind of fun. How much to come on as a guest? That'll really cost you. You're gonna have to whip out your credit card for that, and not any credit card. It's gonna have to be like one of those thick Amexes that Jeff carried. I mean, it'll be worth it, but still. Oh my God, I love the new tattoo. Beans Mama, I love you, babe, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you. 5 minutes per price. Baked beans. Yeah, Mary Barons, that's okay. Pressure cooked beans and sauce, preferably with ham hocks. Okay, Geoplanet Jane, it's kind of that's wordy, but I'll allow for it because we like you. What do I get for $1.99? Not much. You just get to say it. You can say it twice. We'll allow for you to say it twice, but that's it. Yeah. No. But you did pay to play, so you got a pass. A platinum card. I think that's what I had. Thanks, Heather Carr. I think Heather Carr just got here and she thinks that this is how I'm supposed to wear this, and like I'm doing it like without knowing that I look horrible. Candy beans is pretty good. Yeah, candy beans. You look like my grandmother. Thank you, Heather Carr. That's really sweet. Kidney beans, black beans. Maybe if you say I made an awesome sauce. Linda, strike one, girl. Strike one. Mods, add that to the list, please. Thank you, Heather. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're going to say that, Shelly Kelly, I'm fine with it, but you better have that sauce right in front of me. I don't want to hear it otherwise. Saucy awesome. I have a metal credit card. That qualifies you. Yeah, Renee B, it does. Thanks, Audrey. And so mote it be. It's the Dutch convertible look. Hey, Joe Virus. He says, hi, Reese on the prairie. Here's the thing. If you're going to say, I made an awesome sauce, I'm totally fine with that. But you better have the chicken nuggies in front of me and you better have that awesome sauce. Like, you better own up and show me what you got. I'm going to be pissed if you're just like, I made an awesome sauce, because I'm going to know the difference. Okay. So don't try to play that game with me. I'm the best at eating things and I'm going to know right away if you don't step up to the plate with your awesome sauce. Okay. Hey, Maisie Shiloh, why are you wearing my grandma's Afghan on your head? I love Maisie Shiloh. Maisie, because people made fun of me for wearing this the other day, and someone said, Reese, try it the other way. So I tried it the other way, and I was like, I'm pretty sure like this isn't right either. Reese and her babushka. It's a babushka. We love you, Joe Virus. But it is still your grandma's Afghan on my head either way. And I don't know. I really wanted to make this thing work, and I still might, but I don't, that's all I'm going to say. It's not the most awesome of sauces. Critters Creations. No one's laughing. Yeah, Hope. I do look like an Amish person. Oh, hell no. This is why I love Maisie Shiloh, by the way. She's not only addicted to true crime, she likes to come in here and just tell it like it is. I can't wait to see the trolls use the screenshot. I hope they do. Sometimes I do this kind of stuff just for the trolls. Like, you know how I sometimes do this? Screenshot it. Gary Busey teeth. Yeah, Sophia. Sweet action. That's cute, Donna Cooper. That's adorable. I think they meant tie it in the back. Probably Rain. How about it's the bee's knees? That's perfectly okay because it's old people slang. The bee's knees is something Fred would have said. Like, absolutely, Fred would have said that. I never understood it either. It's weird. Some of those sayings are really weird, Wendy. Like, what's good for the goose? That thing on your head is true crime. Well, the thing on my head is the real crime in this whole chat tonight. Yeah, absolutely. And I couldn't agree with that more. That thing on your head is true crime right there, girl. I love Maisie for that reason. And Ty's channel, we do. We absolutely do. Sorry, Jojo. Pie crust hat. Angie Mo, that's adorable. The cat's pajamas. It's old people slang. That's old people slang, and I don't mind it at all. Bees do not have knees. Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have a knee on him. Bee's knees, I use that every day, and that's perfectly acceptable. Cat's meow is fine, um, because it's old people talk. Like, I'm totally okay with it. I'm putting away dishes turned around. T. Louise, it's a Friday night, girl. Anything goes. Anything goes. Absolutely. And thanks for being a member. You weren't judged that harshly. Again, Buffy, you're 21, so you get a pass. Leslie was judged harshly. So let's not mix things up now. And cat's pajamas means nobody knows. It's old people talk. It's old people talk. The cat's pajamas are on your head. Maisie Shiloh is absolutely right. She's absolutely right about that. And there's nothing you can do. Joe Virus, I'm going to give you a pass because you weren't here, but we did vote in a new law for this chat. Awesome sauce is no longer allowed unless you pay to play. If you're going to say these cringe ass fucking terms and you're going to say you love the Backstreet Boys, fine, super chat it. Otherwise, it's not allowed. Don't ask why. It's just the way it is in this cult. My husband says I like watching things about cults and serial killers because it makes me feel normal. I love that we talked about serial killers at length yesterday getting my tattoo. What is happening with the straps? Well, I did something different. I wrapped them around my ears and then I just pulled them down. So I was trying to get my ears to look like Armines. I was like trying to kind of pull them out. See how I was trying to get them to do that? Because I love ears that look like that on women when they kind of stick out. But my ears are too small to make them do that. It's frustrating. So mote it be 100%. Is it the whole kit and caboodle or kitten caboodle? That one gets to me too, Kat. And I'm not sure, but again, it's old people slang, so we're fine with it. Tough titty, I'm using it. Come get some. Joe Virus is one of the worst ones in my class when he wants to challenge me. Everybody else is pretty cool. Oh, Audrey, yeah, I'm going to show you the tattoo. He took a picture of it when I was done last night. It's just easier to show it this way because it's hard to see it in this light and it's seeping and it's all gross. I don't love it. I may have to rethink our friend between that pot holder on your head and your. She's right. Who am I to shame Leslie right now for liking the Backstreet Boys? And she says it. You're wearing a pot holder on your head. We haven't gotten to the point yet, honey Lou. I'm gonna have to finish this show tomorrow with my real point. Here's the tattoo. Hey, Debbie A. Marilyn, I know it's bad. Here's the bottom. I do like the bee with the strawberries. I don't love it yet, and so that's why I keep talking about that. I'm not sure that I like it, but I also can't take it back. So, oh, whoops. There. That's right, Rain. I love the fox. I love the butterfly. And I love old people. That's right, Renee B. Otherwise, I don't love it yet. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Also, is my arm too fat for this thing? I said that when we were like 7 hours in. I was like, hey, Mike, because he was like, oh, by the way, this was the most painful part of the entire process. And it was so bad. But he was like, my arm was so fat. Here, I'll do it to this arm. My arm was so fat when he was drawing on it. He was like having to like shift around the fat. And I was like, did I make a mistake here? I was like, yeah, it's a bib. Is my arm too fat for this? And he was like, no. But that hurt really bad up in the corner. But that's it. No return policy, Kat. Thanks, Love and Life. I wish the fox was bigger. It does look like a potholder. I totally agree with that. Gangster Granny. Oh, she wins for the night. I like that. Hey, Paula Penley. Come get some. Okay, so back to Joe Virus for a minute. Joe is, I love my class and I know my customers, but Joe is our little one that has to go to the safety seat most of the time when you challenge with Joe. Like, for instance, remember the time that Joe got in trouble about buffets? It's the same thing right now. Like, Joe loves to throw fits and challenge me. Come get some. Come get some, Virus. Are we done looking at this? Are we good? Hell's Grannies. I like that too. Yeah, Joan, I agree. It's beautiful, very cool. Give it a couple days, you'll love it. I also love Joe. You heard it here first. I am threatening you in a pot holder on my head, unhinged, right? Uh yeah, Maisie, I'm getting better about the outshine part too. Thank you, Joe. Are you Hope? I could tell. Sorry, Joe, I can't go to a buffet ever again. Reese scared me away from them forever. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Buffy is one of my better students. Joe loves to cat box me. He kicks up dirt as he walks off, and he does it on purpose. I'm going to talk to Rain about it. Yeah, you are all about it. I would love to meet you, Mary Barons, and we all love you here. I'm really loving that pot holder on you. Thank you so much, Wendy. What did you used to call Joe? Dusty? Yeah, Dusty Joe Virus, because he is dusty. Um, thanks, Copper Top. He's a dusty son. He absolutely is. Guys, this was fun. Sometimes you just have to let loose. I never got to the topic, but you know what that means? We'll do it tomorrow. Who cares? It's not a big deal. What time do you want to do tomorrow? I'm thinking later, like 4 or 5. How does that sound to you? All of a sudden, I'm really hungry. Oh, by the way, everybody hold me accountable. He is Rain. He's a dusty ass son. Uh, oh yeah. Wendy, help me. Guys, C-Dub, don't check out yet. Don't leave. I need you to help hold me accountable. So I started my Ribelsis again today, my diabetes medication. I stopped it August 6th. Starting today, September 5th. Here's the thing. Thanks, Rain. I know you, dear. It seems that way, doesn't it? Here's the thing. I have to take it every other day because it's the 14 milligram, and my doctor wants me to take 7s. And he said, take it every other day. So that's what I'm going to do. But all I need to know is, did you wear that thing on your head the whole stream? No, right when you came in is when I put it on, Maisie. No, I didn't wear this the whole stream, but I think this was enough time to absorb how crazy I really fucking am and for people to get some screenshots. Yeah. It'll probably bring some views up, maybe. Might even bring a sub or two in. They're gonna be like, who's this crazy bitch that wears their grandma's Afghan on her head? I need to see her. I'm so proud of you, Joe. That's incredible. I know, Rain. I knew he was on that. He said he was. Joe has went from 320 to 303 on Ribelsis. That's incredible, dude. I'm really proud of you. But I'm going to take it every other day for a while. Will some of you just prompt me in the stream and go, Reese, you taking it? You're remembering? Because I'm worried about remembering the every other day thing. So just if you don't mind, that med makes me sick. Mary Barons, it took me a while to adjust to it. I almost quit when I first started it years ago, and then I was okay. And I'm scared that it's going to make me feel sick now. But I'm hoping that my body is going, oh, yeah, we remember this. Even though I've been off of it for a month, I was on it for years. So I'm kind of hoping that I don't have to get over the hump again of it like causing problems. I took it this morning and I have felt nothing. So hopefully we're good. Kim is Blue says, set an alarm on your phone. Well, that would be too easy, Kim. I need my community to help me. Clearly, I'm wearing a pot holder on my head. I'm wearing Maisie Shiloh's grandmother's Afghan. Her grandmother, Edna. I'm wearing her Afghan on my head. So I need help. So that's that. You know what we'll do though? We'll talk about tomorrow's stream tomorrow. We'll talk about this. What we were going to discuss today, we'll discuss tomorrow. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, that's smart. Use a pill organizer instead of putting your jewelry in it. That is so smart. I can't take you discussing memory issues with that thing on your head. Okay, I won't wear it tomorrow. That was her name? You fucking kidding me. Her name was Edna? That's weird. I only use that name because I had a lot of Ednas in senior living. I almost said Gladys. Damn, was it really her name? Edna? Oh, that's wild. I should buy a lottery ticket. Guys, if I win, you win. Remember that. All right, then. This was a bizarre stream. Now that I'm thinking back on it and I'm reflecting, it was weird. It got weird, didn't it? I would say it got really weird when I put the pot holder on. Edna, Francis, that's crazy. I should get a damn lottery ticket. Charisse, I hope you do, girl. Reese is a psychic with that pot holder on her head. I'm going to drive to the gas station with this on my head to buy tickets. I feel like they'll call child services, though. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea. They might be like, we have somebody who escaped something. Like they clearly did not escape their home. They escaped some sort of an establishment. Please get here and pick her up. Yeah, I should just do this with a pill organizer. That would be too easy. I like when it gets weird too. And Yadira says still being weird. Yeah, for sure. Reese the Oracle. That's something to that. And we do weird well. We do. Yeah, Sophia. There's something to that. Good, thanks. Good vibes. It's bringing special powers. I'm scared. Help. Yeah, I am a little bit too, but it'd be cool if we won the lottery. If I win, you win. Just know this, everybody. I'm taking you all with me. I know my customers. I know my customers. All right. This definitely got weird, and I'll see you then. So we'll be back tomorrow afternoon around 5-ish. Okay. I won't wear Edna's Afghan on my head. And I hope I win the lottery. I really do. And it is Hope Between the Dreams. By the way, thank you for the super chats. Hope Between the Dreams. That was very kind. So when Reese says wear a pop of red, should we all wear a doily? Yes. Yeah. Go to your closest estate sale, purchase the doilies that are there for $1 and wear it on your head. And then go buy a lottery ticket because you are suddenly an oracle. And that's what happened to me. I feel like in that movie, What Women Want, when Mel Gibson gets electrocuted in the bathtub and suddenly he's like got powers. That's what happens when I put this doily on my head. Laugh it up all you want, but it really did happen. It's a real thing, guys. It really happened. I literally missed 30 minutes and the whole world shifted in that time. See what I mean? It's special powers. Special powers when you wear your grandma's Afghan doily on your head. What if I just started a thing? There's somebody out there that probably watches this tonight and they're like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a go. Could be a fashion thing. Yeah, right. Original Ann. Yeah, that's right, Charisse. All right, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for spending time with me. Hit subscribe. Otherwise, there's just a bunch of people that hate me, I guess. But I'm getting a lot of people unsubscribing, and it's not a big deal. But if it's unsubscribing you and you don't want to be, hit subscribe. If you're hitting it because you hate me, that makes total sense. No one gives a shit. But otherwise, hit it if you want to be here. You are all awesome, Gravy, and nobody say other words. Good night. We love you. I love him. Oh, he's so cute. He's really sweet. He's always here with us, and he's a big support. You guys don't even realize. Love you, Mary Barons. I'm glad, Mary, and I'm glad you were here. All right, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow around 5-ish. Be here with me, and we'll go over the real talk we were going to do today. No big deal. We'll do it tomorrow. Love you all. Here comes Fred. He's so cute.